What's up, nerds? Today, while I was at work, I had the phenomenal opportunity of being able to watch the original three Star Wars movies and Rogue One. I'm not going to say what my job is, but there's always a TV there with cable and whatnot. And people change the channel. It was playing Star Wars all day, so I made sure that nobody changed the channel or there would be hell to pay. Anyway, as watching them, it gave me tons of different ideas for videos to make, but Rogue One was the first one that came on, and that's the main thing I want to talk about, is Jyn Erso versus Rey. I was watching a video a little bit ago about like the most hated characters in Star Wars and like why Rey was on the list, but so was Jyn. Because people were saying that she's a Mary Sue as well. I think that's ridiculous. Rey is the epitome of a freaking Mary Sue. Everyone I've ever spoken with ever knows my thoughts on her. But Jyn is not at all. She's actually a very well-written character. And her death at the end was a little bit sad because I actually would have liked to have seen more of her, but it was meaningful because she went through a pretty substantial arc in a short amount of time. So this is going to be a bit of a rant / compare and contrast of the two of them, because within the span of I think it was a year, we had two, white, British, brunette, female Star Wars protagonists. It's like, typecasting much, Star Wars? I really think it's just a coincidence, honestly. And it doesn't matter, because one of them is just a good character. I don't think of her as a good female character. She's just a good character, and she's a chick, so what? It's not a pandering thing. It's not trying to make some big magnanimous point like Rey is. She's an interesting character. Rey starts out pretty much perfect. Oh no, she had a tragic backstory. So that's going to make up for the fact that she's perfect in every other way in the future. Because remember, she was sad as a kid. Same thing as with Harry Potter. They way overdo it. His aunt and uncle locked him in a freaking closet. Oh, this poor kid. So that's why he can do everything the best. Just remember that. It makes you feel bad. But then she seems to have it pretty well made as far as her life is concerned. Yeah, she lives on her own. She has to scrounge for food, but she seems to be in decent shape. She has a pretty nice little house built out for herself. Never seems to have a problem getting the stuff that she needs. She can fend for herself. She's doing okay. That's not Mary Sue-ish at all. That's just, she's resourceful. Okay. But then the list goes on. She speaks droid. She speaks Wookiee. She can fly, complex spacecraft that she would have zero knowledge of. She's a good fighter. She masters the Force without even knowing what it is. She beats basically a Sith, a punk Sith, but a Sith, and a lightsaber fight with ease. She's just the best at everything. It's boring. She never had to overcome anything. She doesn't have character flaws. She doesn't mistrust people. She's just always right. All the people around her are wrong, and they do whatever it is to show that she's the better person. Not the better character, just the better person. So they'll do something stupid to prove, oh right, Rey, she was the best one. She was right all along. I never should have doubted that strong woman. That strong woman. It's nonsense. But then we have Jyn. Stripped from her family as a child, or rather her family stripped from her, I guess. Watched her mom get killed. Was raised by a pretty freaking crazy militant extremist, Saw Gerrera. So, not the best on people's skills. And that explains why she's a good fighter, because she was raised by someone whose entire life was violence. It was war. It was mistrust. She doesn't trust anyone. She's learned not to. She says a couple lines like, I never had the luxury of political opinions. And it kind of works. It's a bit of a cheesy line, but it kind of works because it's true. Her entire life has just been keep your head down and basically kill whoever you need to survive. And it makes sense because she was raised as such. She's not supposed to trust anyone. She's disappointed in her father for abandoning her basically as a child. She has combat skills, hand to hand blaster, all that, because she was raised by a psycho crazy militant extremist dude. Saw Guerrera, which I still hate. Hate Forrest Whitaker's interpretation of him, but that's neither here nor there. But there's that. And then as the movie goes on, they had to do pretty quick character development because it's just one movie, but it's a pretty good steady character development. She slowly starts trusting people. She gets assigned to this mission not out of the kindness of her heart or the desire to help people, but the need to help herself. Hey, we'll kill you or throw you back in prison if you don't help us. Okay, maybe these people aren't that bad. Okay, maybe their cause is actually just. Okay, my father isn't the evil man I thought he was. Okay, he was fighting for something greater. I need to honor my father's memory and fight for what he was dreaming for because it's what he always would have wanted. And then she goes out dying for a cause that she only joined a few days prior. It's a very simple but bittersweet little story arc. Not to mention that she's okay, but let's be real, Daisy Ridley is gorgeous. She is beautiful. And I do really think she's a good actress. I do. I hate the character of Ray, but I think Daisy Ridley is a good actress. And yeah, she fine. Felicity Jones, she's eh. It doesn't really add or detract from the character how good they look, but it's kind of like that Ray is perfection down to the fact that she looks gorgeous. And Jen kind of looks like a ragtag bulldog. Just a little thought. But she's a good character, And I hate the fact that whenever there's a good female character written, I have to specify, hey, that's a good female character. It's possible. I hate that you have to do that now because they're so rare. Because every strong female character is just that. They are a strong female character for that reason and that reason alone. Jyn Erso was not that. It was a good Star Wars protagonist with a compelling story arc, with a pretty major tie to the overall mythos and plot of Star Wars as a whole. And it tied off into a very good and memorable character in a pretty dang good and memorable movie. Just a little bit of a minor rant / commentary on the fact that it's not that difficult. You just make a good character. You could flip a freaking coin to figure out whether it's a dude or a chick for all I care. Just make him good. That's it. In a matter of 2 years, they had 2. One of them sucks, and one of them was pretty dang good. Didn't know her long enough to know if she'd be awesome, but she was good. So that's all I have to say on the matter for now. If you guys could drop a like in here and subscribe to the channel if you have not. I am very steadily growing. It's a slow process, but I'm freaking getting there. And I'll catch you guys later.